Hello, orchestra. We're going to be learning about half notes today on page 5 of your books. So open page 5, and I'm going to guide you through the songs on this page and explain to you a little bit more about how to count and read half notes, okay? All right, so at the top of your book, you have the information of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be playing half notes and half rests, playing open D and A with pizzicato in shoulder position or guitar position, strengthen group pulse, okay? Over here are two charts. The first chart shows you what a half note looks like, and it equals two quarter notes or two beats. A half rest is something else that we're learning, and it looks kind of like a rectangle block with a little line under it, kind of like a top hat. Someone might wear an old top hat. That's what a half rest looks like, and it equals two beats of silence. So over here, we're going to look at this chart. The chart demonstrates how long or how many beats each note gets. Here's the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Those are the numbers or the beat of a song, okay? Counting to 4 over and over again. Notice that the space, this block right here, under each number is the amount of time that each note gets. So a quarter note gets one beat. So 4 quarter notes can be played in time with these 4 beats. Now down here we have a quarter note rest, and it's just a beat of silence. So it would be rest, 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 rest as you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's where we have the half notes. A half note, notice it's in a box that goes all the way over to the middle of the chart, okay? That's because a half note takes 2 beats. And then another half note will take the other 2 beats of the 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. Okay, so the way we count a half note is 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we would pluck, 2, pluck, 4. Okay, we'd pluck the note and let it ring for 2 counts, pluck the note, pizzicato, and let it ring for 2 counts. And of course, here is our half note rest. All right, the way we're going to count exercise 6, hello half note, is we're going to sing the note D, and then we're going to say 2, sing the note D, and then say the number 4. Normally we would just count 1, 2, 3, 4, but a kind of a fun and tricky way to sing and count at the same time is to say the name of the note on that beat. So instead of saying 1, we're going to say D, and then instead of saying 3 right here, because that's the third beat of the measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to say D again to sing it, and then we'll say 4. All right, rest, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, D, 4. Rest, 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 rest. D, 2, D, 4. Rest, 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 rest. Okay, now you can do that with me or you can try it on your own, but that's how you're going to sing and count it. All right, number 7, half note and half rest. Okay, P-I-Z-Z means pizzicato, so we're still plucking the string. This is called the time signature, 4-4. We learned about that on page 4. And that number 4 at the top is kind of the important number to pay attention to. That means there's 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in each measure. This space here where the line is, that's a measure. And then where this line starts and this line begins here, these two vertical lines, that's the next measure. We call that space a measure. All right, let's try to sing and play line number 7, half note and half rest. Okay, the way we're going to do this is we're going to sing the word D, and then we're going to say 2, D, and then say the word 4. Just like this. Rest, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, D, 4. D2, D4, D2, D4, D2, rest, rest. Okay, let's try line number 8. A is it. Okay, here we have A in the space for violins. I am using a violin book, by the way. So violas, cellos, and basses, this note will be on a different line or space in your books. But it's still an A. All right, so we're going to say A, and it's a half note, so we're going to go 2, A4, like that. Rest, 2, try to sing with me, and begin. A2, A4, rest, 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 rest. A2, A4, A2, A4. Okay, line 9, play and rest. Okay, we're going to sing and we're going to count the rest. We're singing and counting out loud always, okay? All right, rest, 2, 3, sing. A2, rest, rest. A2, rest, rest. D2, rest, rest. D2, rest, rest. Now I'm thinking you might have a little confusion going on right now. You might be thinking, you sing A2, rest, rest. Why didn't you sing A2 or A4 right here? Were some of you thinking that way? Okay, and here's the answer. A2, this part of the measure is 3, 4. Remember, we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in each measure. So A2 occurs here, and then beats 3 and 4 are here, and then this A is the beginning again of our counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to say A2 instead of 3, 4. 3, 4 occurs at the end of each measure. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, in the last song, line 10, halves are great. Okay, we're going to count off and we're going to sing and we're going to count the half notes together. Rest, 2, 3, 4. D2, D4, A2, A4, D2, D4, A2, A4. Please practice it at least 2 or 3 times on each song. If you make a mistake somewhere, work on just that part of the song. Like for example, if you kind of mess up right here, well then don't start over and play it again. Just play this part of the song, and then when you've got it, then start over and try the entire song. That's a good habit of practicing that way, okay? All right.